Very few people even know this thing exists. The first time we saw it, we couldn't figure out what kind of Frankenstein creation it was, or how it was even put together.
It's like driving a car. The main thing is not mixing up the pedals.
Looks like we've got something special today. A carbine shotgun. What kind of weapon is this? Today we're talking about it with a Special Operations Forces operator whose call sign is Bravo.
Glad to be here.
The weapon is unloaded and on safe. Let's check it. And there's quite a bit to check here because besides one barrel, there's another one too. That's right. It's not just another barrel. It's a modular pump-action shotgun that can be used either together with the M4A1 or as a standalone module. This underbarrel shotgun can only be mounted on the M4A1. It won't fit any other weapon system. What's the idea behind this two-level barrel setup?
It's meant for close quarters combat, especially urban fighting. Breaching doors by firing into the lock or the hinges. The door comes down, then the operator moves in and continues the fight with the 5.56. It's a good piece of gear, but it's designed for a slightly different mission set.
In modern warfare, how often have you actually had to use it in this combined setup?
In today's war, we mostly use it as a counter-drone weapon. At a distance of 50 meters, about 164 feet, you can bring down a drone.
I was just shooting it, and it felt unusual for me. First of all, I'm left-handed, so I have to rotate it. For right-handed shooters, I bet it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, for a right-handed shooter, everything works perfectly. For a left-handed shooter, you can make a few adjustments and move this handle over to the other side, right here.
Magazines. Right now, I'm holding the 3-round version.
That's right. The kit comes with both 3-round and 5-round magazines.
Well then, let's see how accurate it is, whether it's aimed the same way, and just show everyone how you're actually supposed to shoot it.
Absolutely. We'll fire some aimed shots at the target so you can see the pattern. It should average about 1 by 1 meter, roughly 3.3 by 3.3 feet.
But that's going to be in your hands.
All right, let's attach the magazines. The front lug goes in first, just like on an AK, and then the rear locks into place. Ready?
Let's do it.
Ready.
Well, even from here I could see it gave you a pretty solid kick. That's quite the symphony, a combination of different calibers. One thing worth pointing out, you have to chamber every round with the pump. Every single shell is loaded manually. It's not semi-automatic.
That's right. It's completely manually operated.
Right now, it looks like the Swiss Army knife of rifles. You can lay down automatic fire when you need it. If you need more precise fire, you switch to semi-auto with the M4. Then, once you're right on top of the target, say, inside a building, you can switch over to the smoothbore shotgun. And then your buddy says, "I lost my AK-74, what do I do now?"
Well, it can operate as a standalone weapon too.
Under combat conditions, how much time does it take you and how much do you have to take apart to mount this shotgun onto the rifle?
The whole process takes about 3 to 5 minutes.
Go ahead and time us, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep in mind we're doing this at a relaxed pace, so it could even take 4.5 minutes. Anything can happen.
That's right. First, we unload the weapon. Then we move over to the table. To separate it, we remove the retaining pin. And now we have 2 separate units.
Do people actually manage to do this? They really wait 3 or 4 minutes? Is it really that simple? Because right now we've taken it apart, and neither your rifle nor mine is fully functional anymore. We can't really fight with either of them as they are. Yours just needs a little less work.
To finish converting the M4A1, we remove the handguard. and then one of the weapons is already ready to go.
I've seen plenty of scraped up hands from people trying to install this rail section at the front. It's notoriously difficult to get on. Confirm or deny? Whoa, that's the first time in my life I've seen someone install it that fast, because it's usually a real pain to pull everything into place. Looking at mine, I have a feeling part number 1 has to line up with part number 2.
That's right. You can give it a try. I'll walk you through it, and you can do it yourself. We remove this rubber buffer and mate the 2 parts together into one assembly.
Ideally, you do it like this. It fits right into this slot here. Nice little groove.
Exactly. Let me help you with the retaining pin here. Want me to press it in?
There it goes.
Now the second weapon is ready too.
Yours is definitely cooler. Mine's built for more specialized tasks. And what's interesting is that I always thought this was just an unusual flash hider, but I can actually do this, and this.
That's right. It's designed for contact shots. And these openings are there to vent whatever debris is left after blowing the door apart.
So basically the idea is that when you fire point blank into a door lock, you don't end up blowing your own barrel apart afterward.
Exactly. So all that pressure and debris doesn't get forced back into the barrel.
There's an interesting muzzle device here. Even though a shotgun is often thought of as the kind of weapon where you just point it in the general direction and fire, this one still has proper iron sights. As I understand it, the front sight flips up. And now this part should pop out. There we go. Made that look pretty smooth for the camera. In reality, there are these tiny little tabs here, and I was sitting here trying to press them the wrong way. You tried it too?
I did.
Lord. If people only knew how much embarrassment stays behind the scenes. Bravo. You're not going to tell anyone how we filmed this episode, right?
Not a word.
So yes, it has proper sights. Right now it kind of looks like a homemade pipe gun. What about the recoil on your shoulder?
According to the manufacturer, the stock has a recoil reduction system built into it, so it should be more comfortable to shoot. We can try it.
Well, let's find out if the manufacturer is telling the truth.
Here, take the magazine.
Oh, thanks. This magazine has its own little quirks when it comes to loading. Either you figure it out right away and everything goes smoothly, or you don't, and nothing goes smoothly. But let's see if it actually runs. That's what I'm really interested in. All right, Mr. Bravo, everything is set. I'm ready to fire. I'm ready to test this weapon. Can we?
Fire when ready.
The recoil really is surprisingly soft. Even though it's a smoothbore shotgun, it feels light and comfortable to shoot. Ah, the safety. Here's another interesting point for you, and for everyone watching. Take a look at this safety. It's right here, and that's important. If you're left-handed, you can accidentally press it with your finger while you're shooting. Suddenly it's back on safe and the gun won't fire. So keep an eye on that. But if you don't bump it... You know what really matters though? When you've got a 12 gauge in your hands and the target is only a couple of meters, about 6.5 feet away, it really doesn't matter whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Remember, this isn't semi-automatic. You have to run the pump every shot. If we're talking about operating it with your right hand though, it's dead simple.
You just need to keep the magazines loaded.
You really need a 30-round magazine like the one you've got. You know what I just realized is the biggest downside of combining everything into one system?
What's that?
You lose the brotherhood. Look at us right now, we're two serious guys. You hit targets over there, I hit targets over here. But when everything is combined into one rifle, it all comes down to one person. That guy has to carry all the weight, suffers alone, and has to deal with a whole pile of extra gear. So honestly, keeping them separate like this is probably the best cure for selfishness.
I agree. It's more fun when you're doing it together.
It's definitely more fun together.